What's up, guys? Welcome to another 10 a day with Jay. The topic for today is post-concert depression. It has been about a week, definitely a week, since the BTS concert weekend. It was last Saturday, today is Sunday. But a week ago today, I went to the BTS exhibition with where there was a V and Namjoon exhibition going on.
It's a wall of Namjoon. I'm going insane. Look at this. Oh my god.
And then I also saw a Jungkook ad downtown and also the BTS bus. So that was like a whole fantastic weekend happening last week, and then it's just been nothing since then. So here's how I sort of like coped with it, if that's the right word. Okay, but anyway, I do want to tell you later why. Well, the biggest reason that I'm sad, but it's not because of BTS. But anyway, so throughout the week I've been crazy busy. I've been watching, when I'm not at work or dealing with other things, I've been watching some of my own fan cams and just basically discovering a whole new concert experience. And let me tell you why that is. The reason is because while I'm watching the concert, I'm watching through my binoculars, as shown in the picture right now, and it is an awful picture of me but a great representation of what I look like if any of the BTS members happen to look at me while I'm watching the concert. All they would see is just me doing this with my binoculars. And then so what I'm doing is one hand is recording the concert and the other hand is just basically holding the binoculars, like I would say more than half the time during the concert. So when I go home and I watch my fan cams, it's like, whoa, a whole new experience. It's like, oh, so this was happening. Because when I'm looking through the binoculars, I'm looking for Namjoon mainly. Sometimes I do look at the other members if something exciting is going on. Most of the time I'm just staring at Namjoon. And then I go home and I watch and I look at the others. I know it does sound awful, like I only stare at Namjoon, but I promise you I'm not a solo stan. It's just that. So in the previous concert that I went to, which was Love Yourself Seoul, I didn't use my binoculars and I looked at every single member equally. I looked through my binoculars sometimes, but then this time around I had like a much better seat to be able to look at Namjoon with. So I did use my binoculars a lot, and because I knew, well, I didn't know, like, if we weren't able to take so many fan cams, trust me, I wouldn't have used my binoculars that much. I would have just looked through my normal eyes like a regular person and enjoyed the entire concert through my own eyes. But because we were able to take so many fan cams, I decided, like, I'm gonna look through my binoculars as much as possible. And so I had one hand doing this and the other hand was taking fan cams. And then so when I got home, I looked through some of I haven't even looked through all of them yet, just because I've looked through some of them more than one time, like Namjoon's solo song. Like I looked at that a whole bunch of times, and then I looked at Magic Shop a whole bunch of times. And the thing is, like, every time I see it, I cry and I think, oh well, like, it's gonna wear off, right? Like the next time I see Magic Shop, I'm not gonna cry. But then I still cry. I watch it on YouTube, I cry. I watch it on my phone, and like I cry. And I'm like, oh my god, this is never gonna wear out or wear off. So anyway, I haven't even watched all of my own fan cams yet, and I still haven't posted everything on YouTube yet. So there's like a lot of things that I need to do. But there was something that I did notice, which I thought was quite disappointing, was about the level of fan chants that I experienced. Like, I looked through my Seoul fan cams and the force of the fan chant was really strong, but for my fan cams for Singapore, you could hardly hear any fan chants at all. You could hear mainly me, but then when I'm not doing it, you can't hear anything because my section was full of like parents, and there was like a grandma, and it's like, okay. So yeah, it was sort of like sad. Like you don't get to immerse yourself in this whole like strong experience of being in like a section with thousands of other armies where you can fan chant together. To me, that's one of the best parts about going to a live concert. It's like just basically immersing yourself in this sea or in this ocean of armies and just like fan chanting your heart out along with thousands of other people who are there for the same reason as you. So I was just a little bit sad, like from my own experience, and so I hope that when I go over to Bangkok, the fan chants are going to be stronger and better, and hopefully, I mean, I won't say that Singapore armies didn't do fan chants. I'm just talking about my section that was really disappointing, because trust me, I've been to solo concerts where I sat in a boring section, and then the next day, like for day 2 of the concert, like my section was super crazy. So it really depends on the section that you're in. So anyway, I'll show you little clips of what I mean so that you can better see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we basically come to almost the end of the video, and I do want to talk about this reason for my sadness that's not related to BTS. So a lot of you may know how much I love this rapper called Loco. He is up there, almost at the top, I would say vying for top spot with Namjoon. Anyway, I love him a lot. He is an excellent performer live, and his music is awesome. And the whole of last year, 2018, I didn't manage to catch a single performance that he's done, and so I haven't seen him for like a year and a half maybe. And then he's going to enlist in the military in 2 weeks, and I've just been so sad and heartbroken because I haven't been able to see him for so long, and then now he's going to enlist for a couple years, so that's like really upsetting for me. And he's got one final concert in Seoul happening next Saturday on the 2nd of February. And a couple of days ago, I found out that that week, which is Seollal week, which is basically the Lunar New Year, which the Koreans celebrate, and also over here we celebrate as well. I don't have to work that week at all. And then so I was like, oh wow, maybe I can go see him. And then so I bought a ticket to the concert. And then I checked flights, and every single flight was so overpriced and expensive, way beyond my budget. And the flights were really long too, like 18 hours, what the fuck. So, and since they're all way too expensive, I can't go to the concert. And so with an extremely heavy heart, I didn't book a flight, and I canceled my concert ticket, and I returned it back to the system. And I'm gonna cry talking. And I really hope that someone who loves local as much as I do will take that spot, because there aren't that many left, and I hope that they take that spot and they show him all the love that I would have shown him if I had gone over there. So that's it. That's all that I wanted to say about that, because or else I'm gonna start bawling. So okay, anyway, that's it for 10 a day with Jay. I'll see you in the next video.